What happens when you take DC's most evil villains, lock them inside a giant metal swamp dome shaped like Darth Vader's head, and give them Saturday morning cartoon energy? You get one of the most iconic villain teams of all time, the Legion of Doom. Not that Legion of Doom. Wrestling fan, I have to. And in this particular drawing, I'm drawing Lex Luthor, Sinestro, the Riddler, Giganta, and Toyman, all in my detailed style. Let's jump right in.
From now on, will be known as the Legion of Doom.
I'm drawing DC Comics, the Legion of Doom, and today I'm drawing 5 of their most memorable members from Challenge of the Super Friends, the 1980s cartoon, or 1970s or 80s cartoon. Hi, my name is James Reyes. I am the box office artist, 25 years as a professional artist working for Marvel, DC, Transformers, film, video games, and I love cartoons! I love drawing cartoons. What is your favorite cartoon? Which cartoon would you like me to draw? Let me know in the comments down below. And today we are focusing once again on the Super Friends. Now, I have drawn the Super Friends a lot this year. In fact, I did all of the Super Friends here, which you are seeing right now. And if you haven't seen it already, this is I'll show you the final image here of me drawing all the heroic Super Friends here, Challenge of the Super Friends here. Again, this was one of the cartoons that made me want to start drawing in the first place. Not necessarily me wanting to draw comic books per se, but just me picking up a pencil when I was a kid and just start drawing. And I had a knack for it, and I just continued on until today. And I wanted to do another piece where we actually focus on villains, okay? Sometimes just as cool as the heroes are the villains as well, and I wanted to revisit this series because, you know, they have like DC's greatest rogue gallery right here in this particular cartoon, okay? So the layout I'm doing is probably something that's like the opposite, or it's similar but opposite to the good side here, okay? It's going to be a big villain montage, okay? We're going to start with 5 of them, okay? Lex front and center, Sinestro on the left, Riddler on the right, Giganta towering over everyone, and Toyman creeping like he's ready to sabotage your childhood. And this is going to be a lot of fun.
To mention the evil genius and brilliant leadership of myself, Lex Luthor.
So let's start with Lex Luthor, okay? The leader of the Legion of Doom. A lot of people forget, in Challenge of the Super Friends, Lex wears that bright green and purple jumpsuit rather than the business suit we know him today as, or the big mech that we know him today as. Lex's outfit here is actually inspired by his superpowers action figure design. One of the earliest times Luthor was portrayed in a battle suit. Wasn't that all cartoons in the 80s? They were only made to sell toys. Why would Super Friends be any different? Here's another cool fact. Lex created the Legion of Doom specifically to counter the Justice League, and every episode basically followed the same formula. Lex hatches a scheme, the Legion almost wins, Superman breaks physics to stop it. That's how it was, okay? So I'm giving Lex, a comic book look here, even though he's just standing in the center, very intimidating and strong.
Riddler.
So, of course, I wanted to go with a Batman villain here, and in this particular piece here, I'm going with the Riddler, all right? So, here's something you may not know. The Riddler wasn't originally supposed to be part of the Super Friends at all, okay? He was borrowed from Batman's Rogue Gallery just to fill the 13-member roster. But his design here, the full green bodysuit with the question marks, it is what made him iconic for an entire generation. Here's a fun fact about this Riddler in this cartoon series, okay? This version of the Riddler hardly ever asks riddles. He's basically just a green trickster with an attitude problem. You know how the modern Riddler is more like a hacker terrorist genius? This one's like, I will confuse the Justice League with lights!
The sinister mind of Sinestro.
I'm gonna draw Sinestro, the evil Yellow Lantern himself. But here's the crazy thing. In Challenge of the Super Friends, he didn't even have the full lore of the Sinestro Corps yet. He's basically evil Green Lantern with a yellow ring. Now here's a fun fact. The show was so early in DC's history that they couldn't reference the deeper cosmic lore because it didn't exist yet.
The Toyman.
Now let's talk about this Joker-looking character here. This is the Toyman, okay? But this version of Toyman is not the creepy puppet head Toyman from Superman the Animated Series. No, Super Friends Toyman was stylized like a jester or a clown with that iconic doll-like smile. Toyman was used so often in DC cartoons because he allowed for toy-based plots that were safe for children. Giant robots, toy tanks, killer yo-yos, you name it. And yes, Toyman actually predates the Joker in comic book history by 1 year. He first appeared in 1943.
The feminine yet ferocious Giganta.
So let's talk about Giganta, okay? The giant orange-haired powerhouse. Yes, her name is Giganta, okay? She is one of the few female villains on the team, and definitely one of the most memorable. You know, in the comic books, Giganta actually started off as a gorilla who turned into a human woman. The cartoons didn't bring that up, right? For this drawing, I'm making her larger than life, towering over everyone, hair flowing like a volcano, giving her a fierce Amazonian look.
Nothing will stop us now. With our combined powers of evil, we must pledge to wipe out the Super Friends.
So once again, I came back to revisit this drawing here, adding, making it more finished. A lot of these drawings I did before, because of the time limit, 2-3 hours, and I'm trying to draw 5 characters in 2 hours. Come on. So I wanted to add a few more hours here just to kind of fix up the rendering a little bit, making it a little bit cleaner, and then going to go ahead and color this particular drawing here. And while I do that, let me tell you a little bit more about the show, some more fun facts, okay? The Legion of Doom's headquarters was inspired by Darth Vader's helmet, okay? Animators at Hanna-Barbera literally referenced Vader's design. Here's another fact. The show had to avoid certain storylines due to censorship. No actual violence, no death, no guns. So you got hilariously overcomplicated traps instead. So I'll be honest with you guys. The original intention when I drew this was to do what I did with the Super Friends piece by adding the rest of these characters here. Should I even bother? If you want to see me continue this piece, why don't you guys let me know in the comments down below, because these characters I have not drawn yet. Brainiac, Captain Cold, Gorilla Grodd, Solomon Grundy, Cheetah, Bizarro, Scarecrow, Black Manta, just naming them I want to draw again. But if you want to see me do a part 2, let me know in the comments down below. And here it is, the final artwork of Lex Luthor, Sinestro, the Riddler, Giganta, and Toyman from Challenge of the Super Friends coming right at you. Saturday morning cartoons. Did you love Saturday morning cartoons? Which was your favorite? Why don't you let me know in the comments down below. As you know, on this channel, I'm drawing our favorite retro cartoons and then bringing them to life once again in my comic book style. Hopefully you guys enjoy this. Are you drawing along with me? I would love to see them as well. Go to the community tab and share your artwork there. Do not forget to subscribe. It would mean a lot to me if all of you subscribe. And check out my daily videos. I'm putting out a video every day now. Every day! So hopefully you guys can watch them, enjoy them as well, and give me your suggestions. Thank you guys for watching. You guys are the best. My name is James. I am the box office artist. I'm here to say keep drawing. I'll see y'all next time. Take care.